Welcome back to Roosevelt Live Season 2. This topic, this segment of the show, we're going to talk about the mosque, people trying to have the mosque built 2 blocks from ground zero. A lot of people in America seem to be unhappy. The polls say 68% of Americans disagree with the mosque being built 2 blocks from ground zero. Originally, when I heard about it, I thought it was being built on ground zero. And I'm thinking, who's building something there? I didn't know anybody was building anything there at the time. I've been tossing this up and down in my mind. I've been trying to think about what side and how do I feel about the issue in general. I think that the reason why people are upset, from what I can tell, is that they're equating the Al Qaeda, okay, which was responsible for the attacks on the Twin Towers as well as the Pentagon and other places. They're equating that with Muslims. And every Muslim is not a member of Al Qaeda. And I think that that's what's fueling this anger. They feel like they're being disrespected, the Americans do, some of them feel like they're being disrespected, that almost to the tune of feeling like someone's spitting in their face and building this mosque 2 blocks from ground zero. But you have to separate, because there's a lot of Muslims in the United States as well as abroad that I feel honestly do not support terrorism and Al Qaeda. So I don't know if we're going to ever be able to separate the two. Maybe the people that wants to build a mosque may need to think a little bit about public opinion, not necessarily making it right. I mean, after all, if I'm not mistaken, we as Americans in a democratic system, we're over in other countries right now trying to help these people have a democratic system. And if that, we know that's the case, and we've talked about this for years in the United States. So therefore, now when the system is working, we're now saying, well, I don't want that mosque built there. Whether we want it or not, I don't think no one can actually stop it from being built there. I think that they have a right to build it. My understanding is, if the building's been purchased, I don't know how you're going to stop you from building a mosque there. I know you can stop somebody from building anything there that's not illegal. So whether we like it or not, I don't think they can prevent it. From a legal standpoint, I don't think it's able to be prevented. But if we are going to exercise freedom of religion in this country, then maybe we should be looking at the fact that it is freedom of religion, and that these people in particular that's building this mosque may have nothing to do with Al Qaeda whatsoever. I don't know how we connecting the two for sure. I do understand that there's Muslim extremists, but there's also extremists in all religions. And then what are we going to do? Are we going to stop all religions from doing things because some quacked out person did it in the name of religion? What if someone does something in the name of Christianity? What if someone does something in the name of what if someone's a Catholic and does something? I mean, what are we gonna do? We can't stop everybody that attaches their name to a religion. We can't step out the religions because of it. So I'm on the fence, because I do see both sides, and I've been trying to figure out what makes more sense. I'm understanding that people have a right to practice their religion and build their mosques or build their churches where they want to, as long as it's the land. If they purchase the land or rented the land, it's not illegal. They're not doing anything illegal. They have a right to be wherever they can be if it's not illegal. So I fall on that side. Then I turn and I look at, do I understand the sensitivity of the situation? Of course I understand the sensitivity. I mean, people donning the religion that they were Muslims came to this country and blew up the Twin Towers, attacked the Pentagon, and I understand that people are not happy about that. And I understand the passion that's connected to that. But I'm thinking over the amount of people that passed away in the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. Somebody bodies may have been Muslim. We don't know. We don't know everybody's religion. So what does that mean? That some of those people that passed away, that was killed during those attacks, that if they were Muslims, that now they're gonna say what, that they can't have a mosque built because somebody that's using that radical behavior has went out there and attacked us on United States soil, that we have to disassociate ourselves with all Muslims? I don't think so. I don't have a problem with people being any religion they want to be. I don't have a problem with people practicing their religion, as long as their religion that they're practicing is not affecting someone else. I mean actually affecting them, not that they don't like it, so therefore they're affected, but something that's different. It has to be something that's different. If your religion allows you to walk through a door without being scanned and mine doesn't, then that's different. So that's something that I would not agree with, because someone's religion shouldn't allow them to get away with something that someone else's religion doesn't allow them to get away with. Those are the things I disagree with. So anything that's being built, I understand the sensitivity of it. Like I said, I can feel the passion coming from both sides. I can agree with both sides, believe it or not. Normally, I'm not that much of a fence rider. But in this case, I have been on the fence quite frequently about this issue, and I have thought about it over the last several days, and I still haven't really came to a conclusion on how I feel. If pushed to give an answer, my answer probably would be that maybe just due to the sensitive nature, that maybe the mosque should be backed up to another area just to keep the peace. But then I don't want to open a Pandora's box of every time we as a nation of people are not happy, that someone else has to retreat. So that concerns me as well. Don't want to start a pattern that then can't stop itself and this bleeds out of control. So I guess I'm going to have to be a fence rider on this issue. If you want to know what side I fall on, obviously I'm on the fence. I haven't fallen either way. At this point, basically, I'm lukewarm. And I know that's not the best tasting coffee or any other beverage it is to be lukewarm. But that's where I'm at now. If you feel you can push me one way or the other, feel free to try to. That's going to be hard to do, though, because I'm not one to be swayed by anybody. Anybody that knows me will tell you I'm an unswayable guy. So, but if you feel you can push me one way or the other, feel free to take your best shot. It's convincing me that the mosque is absolutely wrong or convince me that it's absolutely right. I welcome that. So you can go out there and you can email me at Roosevelt@gmail.com and say, hey, you know what? I think you should look at it from this angle. Or you come out there and you say whatever you want to say, actually. Because like I said, we go through these emails every day, and they pile up sometimes. And we're going to start reading those emails on the air because we do have people out there that are agreeing with me as well as disagreeing. That's why this show is fair and balanced, because we want to have all sides represented, not just my way, but everybody's way that wants to have a voice. I'm not going to cut you off or throw away your email or not read the whole thing in its entirety because I only want to read segments. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to chop someone up like that. So feel free to say what you have to say. You can always go out there on YouTube and you can join the movement that I have out there. Speaking your mind and not being afraid to do so. Check me out on YouTube /Roosevelt Live. Those are my opinions. This is season 2. We're going to bring it to you harder than ever. And if you can't take it, then you need to learn how to take it.